Is Jorge Masvidal coming out of retirement already? It's only been a couple months and he already let it be known that he's thinking about coming back and trying to get that BMF title belt back. But he said he's not coming down to 155. They gotta come up and meet him at 170 if he comes back. I know cutting that weight's gotta get old the older that you get. And he wasn't only talking about coming back for the belt. He said that he would fight Conor in the street right now for free. Jorge thinks that Conor's scared and he said that he'll never fight him in the ring. But I remember Conor calling him out when he got the BMF title belt the first time. And Conor's been feeling real bold lately, so I think that he might just jump on this opportunity. Jorge also seemed mad that Conor was calling out Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje already, when he hasn't even gone through Michael Chandler yet. He said you gotta go through the proper channels before you could even step into the ring with somebody like him. But the way that he makes it sound, that fight is on the table. And if he comes out of retirement for that fight, and it's one of Conor's first fights back, that fight will definitely do some pay-per-view numbers. But Conor has to re-enter the USADA pool first, and he's also going to probably have to fight Michael Chandler and maybe one other fight to get back into that conversation and fight Jorge Masvidal. I don't know if he's ready for that right now. Dude hasn't fought in a long time. Jorge is 38, but he just retired in April. He hasn't even taken a whole year off. So it's probably a good idea for Conor to get 1 or 2 warm-up fights in. This bench clearing brawl in the White Sox Guardians game might have been the craziest thing that we've seen all season. But the craziest part about it is, Tim Anderson got knocked out cold and still got suspended for twice the amount of games as Jose Ramirez. That's gotta hurt. And it was the luckiest punch in the world too. Homie was swinging with his head down like a little kid. But I see why he was doing that, because Tim Anderson was ready. He came with his hands up. But he walked into one of the luckiest right hooks in the history of right hooks. And he got knocked out on national television. Damn, that's sad. I guess they're calling him the aggressor because he was standing over Buddy with his hand on his back. But at the same time, dude slid between his legs. What do you want him to do? I don't really know how he could have avoided it, honestly. But anyways, both benches and bullpens cleared. And if this was the NBA, their next couple games would have been canceled because everybody would have been suspended. But luckily, this is baseball. 8 other people were fined and 2 other people were suspended for 1 game, but only Tim and Jose were suspended for more than 3 games. 3 games for Jose Ramirez and 6 games for Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson was clearly hot and he was talking about a whole bunch of nothing on Twitter, but his feelings were probably just hurt. He got knocked out on TV. You gotta have sympathy for the man. And they're both appealing the suspension and they're allowed to play in the meantime. And that's another cool thing about baseball. You can play while you're appealing suspensions. Adam Silver, I hope you're taking notes. Free John Moran. So it turns out that NFL player who made $11 million selling Pokemon cards was scamming his buyers the entire time. What type of scumbaggery is this? And now all of Blake's breaks and related accounts have been shut down on Whatnot. He's been completely taken out the game. Apparently he was not shipping out the cards after they were ordered. He was also moving cards on and off the screen, swapping out packs, doing little Houdini sleight of hand stuff. Probably keeping the better cards for himself so he could sell them on the side for more profit. He sold 1 card right before his retirement for like $600,000, and that's what got him into the game in the first place. And now the community's obviously in an uproar because he came in the game with ill intentions and was stealing from the Pokemon community. This is a sad story. But Whatnot said in a statement, "We really appreciate the community's commitment to reporting trust and safety issues. Our priority is ensuring a fair and honest experience for customers and upholding our community guidelines. After a comprehensive investigation into Blake's Breaks operations, we've decided to permanently remove the seller from our platform, including the individual employees involved in the misconduct. So they are out of there. Pokemon community, worry no more. Your Whatnot breaks are safe."